here.
Nice.
I'm just gonna start recording now.
Okay.
I was thinking about streaming this, but I think given that it's like kind of the middle of the day, I'm not gonna today. But I think if I'm more prepared in the future to like do that, I probably will.
Sounds good.
So, all right, let me share my screen for you.
Okay.
All right. So you should see my browser, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Question, if I pull this up, can you see that or you still just only see the browser?
I still only see your browser.
Okay, let me try. I'm going to share again. I'm going to try to just share the monitor because I have a notepad up and I'm going to take notes on it.
Okay.
Either way, I'll send them to you at the end, but if I can get them to show up with this, that would be better. Screens. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I see them both now.
Okay, cool. All right. So, but did you have anything to specifically that you wanted to either ask or like focus on today before we get started on just kind of reviewing stuff?
Probably the Marth matchup, because that's the one I've been struggling with the most.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll definitely start with Marth then, and then we can get to the other ones, assuming we have time. I'm thinking we'll probably have time to get through at least two of them.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll start with Marth. Is there anything in particular that you feel like you struggle with this in this matchup?
Getting in. I know the
Okay.
whole point of Doc versus Marth is to not approach, but I kind of have trouble figuring out when to actually try to get some hits in. I've been trying to just like watch the Marth and try to come in when he's in frame disadvantage, but even then it's been pretty hard.
Okay. All right, cool. I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to give you some insight on like when and where you should be trying to get in on him and like when to also just like try to build up percent.
Okay.
I haven't watched any of these yet. I did watch like 30 seconds of the Fox one just to make sure that the stream was working fine, but other than that, I haven't. So I'll get you some notes. I'll probably try to break them down between like specific instances type things and just general like game plan type stuff or like overall like work on your movement or that type of thing, so just keep that in mind. But
Gotcha.
all right, let's get right into it. Right away, I like the choice. I think Stadium's a great starting stage for this matchup.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So already, and I know you did mention to me beforehand that you were working on trying to like wave dash out of shield because you just switched to using both triggers, right?
I used to use R exclusively for shield. Now I'm trying to use L exclusively so I can air dodge with R.
Okay. All right. So you wave dash with R then.
Yeah.
All right. So like right here, when you get hit here, this is a free wave dash in down smash.
Okay.
Again, that's something obviously like as you get better at doing the wave dash out of shield, it'll come more easily. But in general, like Marth has to commit when he uses smash attacks, especially, and a lot of Marths, particularly at like mid and lower levels, love to just throw out the F smash because it covers a big range. But when they do, if it hits your shield like that, just go in and down smash. You don't have to worry about getting the best punish ever because they'll do it enough that the hits you get are going to add up.
Okay.
Okay. I like the pills. That's fine. All right, let's go back here. Okay, you get hit here.
Quick stock in a second.
What'd you say?
It's gonna be a quick stock.
Okay. So that's not the best pill, but it's okay. And you're at low enough percent that like getting hit here is not a big deal. But this up B is a little bit of a panic up B. He can't really cover you below the ledge there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just like recommend like don't worry so much if he hits you off stage. Martha's kind of a tough time edge guarding Doc. Assuming you just like don't, burn your resources. But that's okay. This matchup I do think is one that like a lead really isn't that big of a deal. Doc can bring it back pretty easily. Okay, that's good. Ooh. Hold hold on. It kind of like lagged a little.
That might not. I remember there's a big lag spike in the middle of that match. So
Oh, okay. So that literally you played on that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No big deal. Okay. I don't hate the up air. Nice dash attack. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate with the down smash. You got the Roy zone, but I think like if you pop Marth up near the edge there, it's best to just like think about what he could really do here. You know, he's gonna either go to ledge or like try to come back with a fair. If you can just like turn around, track his movement a little bit, like you did that, you're facing away here. This is a great position to be in because even if he gets back on stage, you can bear him and like he can't really do much. Dash attack's not a bad idea because it pops up, but then you tried to follow up facing him. Yeah, that's just unfortunate that your first down smash missed. Okay.
Yeah, and then I was just like panicking on C-stick.
Yeah, I can see that. Like you got hit with the second one.
Yeah.
And again, like that's, you know, he can't really do all that much to you in this position. You're low enough percent. Your recovery wasn't bad. You were a little high on the actual up B because you were above the ledge here and he could have F smashed you. But other than that, like I don't hate the pill recovery there. Okay. Back there is good. Yeah, just no, it's okay. And I can tell like a lot of these are you have the right idea, you're just kind of like misspacing or mistiming the move.
Yeah.
Like here, again, he can't really do much. So let's see again. You back throw. I'm guessing he's gonna double jump. Okay, no, he didn't double jump. So he still had his resource, so you didn't need to go out there. The best thing you can do against Marth recovering here is to just grab ledge. Because he has to go low. If you think about it, like his up B is at that, it's kind of the same angle as Doc's, like it's the Shoryu up B.
Yeah.
And so he has to come up at a certain angle. If you grab ledge here, the best thing he would be able to do would be double jump and try to fair you off the ledge, which like realistically is very committal from him because then he has to go low and up B, and that's like setting you up for a cape. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be afraid of recovering Marth. It's not like, I'm trying to think of an example of a character you don't really want to go out there like that against. Like it's not really like Sheik where if you mess up a little bit, like you could just die for it. Mm-hmm. Marth is kind of just like a fish out of water when he's off stage there. So yeah, you just want to like threaten the position against him. Okay, so back here. So wait, let me actually, I'm gonna just write this down.
I've been using Nair in neutral a lot, which I've noticed, and I don't really know why I'm doing it.
Wait, why did my, don't switch. Okay, sorry, Discord just gave me a notification. Nair is definitely a move that I think a lot of people want to throw out as like a, just like a area, like, because if you think about like Fox and Falco, right, like their Nair is a great neutral tool. Doc's isn't really like that. There are instances where Nair is good and where you can use it to like get a quick hit in, especially the weak hit. And then there's also the niche instances where you can like kind of full hop Nair and like go for a late Nair hit. But using it as like your general run toward the enemy, put out Nair is usually not going to work out very well because it doesn't have good frame data. It doesn't hit very hard. Like you can crouch it pretty high percent, at least the weak hit. And like a character like Marth can just fair or like F smash it and swat you away. So it's not a terrible thing, but it's not a great like main approach thing. More so than that, you want to try to like use bear in that situation, honestly, because you can turn around, wave dash toward them, and then bear, and you could either like wave dash back out or bear through them so that they can't just like shield grab punish you. But bear is usually a lot safer in that kind of for that type of approach.
Okay.
So I'm just typing here, grab ledge when Marth is off stage. Forces him to go low. And then, yeah, less approaching there. All right.
I also have a weird habit of rolling into people.
Yeah, so I actually noticed that. I was just about to mention.
Yeah. It's from me playing Smash 4 when I was 12. It just got, like, burned into my brain.
Yeah. So it's kind of like and like, if you talk to some other docs, they might say that, like, I roll a lot. So I can tell you, like, Doc has a good roll. It's just you have to, like, use it in the right situations. You should be using it when, like, you think a move is coming right toward you and you want to get out of the way of it, or like, you know, you need to get behind the opponent. But like using it as a movement tool is really not the best. And those are the types of situations where you should just wave dash instead. Like, we could look at specifically what you're doing here, right? So he comes toward you with Nair. He doesn't L cancel his Nair, so you're kind of in a safe spot here. He jabs you, and then you roll, but he had already dashed way back here anyway. Yeah. So if you didn't roll, sorry, I went back a little too far. If you get hit by this jab, and instead of rolling, you just like do like a quick Nair out of shield or up B cancel out of shield. I'm not sure if you've practiced that at all yet.
I still can't up B cancel.
You what?
I still can't up B cancel.
Okay.
I know like what to do, it's just my fingers still haven't adapted to moving that fast.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's one of those things that like when you're trying to learn it, it feels like, how the hell do people do this? It's impossible. And then once you get it down, it's like, okay, it's really not that bad. But it really is a great tool for Doc to get out of shield with, because like, you know, most other moves that you want to input out of shield, you have to jump. And like, so the best you could do there would be like a short hop up air or something, which probably would still work against what this guy's doing, but it's, you know, it doesn't have the best frame data. So the up B cancel comes out super fast. You could see he's right up on your shield, so it would send him away, and then you'd have a better chance to like reset neutral. But I mean, either way, you ended up getting out of this situation. I would just definitely try to work on like not rolling as much, and try to like replace it with wave dashing out of shield.
Okay. I rolled a counter. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, honestly. Yeah, but you still got the punish. But yeah, like if you see him do that, you know that it's free reign for you to just kind of approach him with whatever you want. This is good. I like the down throw here. Okay, the up airs are good. You could definitely jump onto the platform here and get a little more, but I don't hate the up airs. It's also pretty good, because you got a lot of damage there. Okay, yeah, see, that was another situation where like you kind of panic rolled, and if you didn't, you would have had so much time to, like, he's right here. Even if you just like do a regular turnaround down smash, you have time to hit him.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the idea, but you were just a little late.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think a back air is probably better, because especially once you see him jump there, and then the air dodge, like he can't do anything at this point. So just like, maybe don't be
like an upward angled forward tilt.
Anything, yeah, anything that would send him back off stage. 50% like is not super crazy high, but yeah, like a back air, an up air, a forward tilt, up tilt, any of those are going to send him back in the direction you want to, and then you could set up for the edge guard.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, like, question about that. Do you, what was I about to ask? Do you warm up before you play?
Not really. Like,
okay.
My first couple games are the warm up, you know? Like,
yeah.
Before I recorded these, I was playing just a few games of unranked.
Yeah. So I think the unranked warm-up into ranked is good, but I think even before unranked, you should just open like versus mode. It doesn't even have to be Uncle Punch, just like versus mode, and just like practice some of the things that you're trying to do. Because, well, one, like think about if you were to just practice up B canceling for 10 minutes a day, like how quickly would you get that down? That's an hour. If you, assuming you play like at least 5 days a week, that's pretty much an hour that you're getting in of up B cancel practices in a week.
Okay.
And like just whatever it is you're trying to do, like you miss a few L cancels, so just practice like short hop, like aerialing and then fast falling and L canceling it. Practice just like wave landing onto plats. Practice wave dashing out of shield. Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could plug in a second controller so that the opponent isn't like trying to attack you. But I think having that warm up time can make the little like mess ups that you have less often. And that, you know, that can go a long way.
Okay.
Okay. Got past him. He did a terrible up B. Good
I
down
don't know why
smash.
he went there.
I think he was trying to do it facing, like, he probably thought, let me see, I went back too far. He probably tried to do it, yeah, he wanted to do it facing the other way, and you know how, like, if Marth does an up B and turns around, it gets the strong hit?
Yeah.
So he was probably trying to send you back off stage with it, but that's a good down smash. I don't hate the pill attempt, but gotta go a little lower with it.
Yeah.
Which is just something you'll pick up with more practice. And then just a little late on the cape, but it was a good attempt. Like, if you see, you were super close. I forget how you do
I have
one.
a lot of trouble caping Marth for some reason. I just know I'm getting the timing too late.
Yeah, like...
The visuals don't sync up super well.
They don't. Marth is one where you have to go more based off of, like, the sound. And not even the sound, but just knowing where he is. And, like I don't know if you've ever played Marth at all, but if you can kind of, like, get a feel for what his up B height is, it makes it a lot easier to know when the latest time he can go for it is. And then you just kind of put it out right when you hear that sound. Because the timing matches up. I mean, if you even look, you were super close to hitting this. You did it still when he was in the animation. It's just the cape takes a little bit to get there.
Yeah. What frame does it come out on? I forget.
Cape? I actually don't know, but it's not fast. So it's, I just know from experience that the timing, like, you just kind of have to go when they're starting the up B.
Okay.
But it was definitely a good time to go for a cape.
Yeah, I just fucked it up.
Yeah, just a little. Okay, down smash is good, yeah. Yep. Okay, he does a get up attack, you get to center stage, that's fine.
This is also a scenario I struggle a lot with,
being above him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. He gets you with a fair. And then he puts out another fair in the middle here. So, something that I think a lot of people, and this isn't just a doc thing, this is like a newer to mid-level player thing, is that, like, the idea is, you know, it's a fighting game, so we're supposed to run at each other and fight.
Yeah.
But especially in a situation where you're at a disadvantage, there's no reason to just, like, run toward them or move toward them when you can just, like, get down safe. So if you think about it, if you didn't jump in here... Let me go one frame at a time.
Yeah, true.
So look, like, you're right here. You don't even have to jump. You can just kind of, like, drift to the left, right? Because look what he ends up doing anyway. He puts a fair here, but, like, that doesn't cover anywhere near the left side of the platform. But instead, you kind of give him another chance because you jumped above him. Which, like, you know, eventually if you show them that, like, you're willing to just drift away out of it, he might commit more to going to the left, and then you can mix it up with going to the middle. But
Why do I go for a fair there? I think I was trying to input a dare.
It probably was, it was probably a misinput. Dare is definitely your best coming down option, and it can be really good, but it can also, like, be something that the opponent can abuse you doing. Yeah. So another thing is, like, don't forget that you have stall tools. Like, you can use side B, and you can also use down B when you're trying to mix up a Marth's recovery. It's not, again, not a Marth's recovery. I'm sorry. I'm being above a Marth and trying to mix up, like, their timing to get down. You just want to, like, use them sparingly, but, like, there's nothing wrong with threatening a cape and showing them, like, hey, you have to, like, watch out for your timings. Okay, so he gets you again. And yeah, this is kind of another one where, like, you go back towards the middle here. Like, he's right there, and then you air dodge into the middle, and you could have just drifted to the right.
That's rough.
It's okay. You're not the only one that struggles with that. A lot of people against Marth have trouble getting down. Yeah.
There's the roll. I get right into a grab.
I almost feel like that time you weren't even trying to roll. But
I might have been trying to wave dash back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I like the nair. Yeah, that's a back air again. Like, you just want to send him off stage. At the end of the day, the goal is to, like, send him to the left or the right, depending on which ledge you're near. So if he comes back, and Marth shouldn't be able to recover high. And if he does, like, you should just be able to back air him. So here, right, you throw the pill. You don't even need to throw that pill, but you do. If you land, you did turn around. You did all the right stuff, and then you just didn't go for...
And then I charge enough.
Like, he's right there. Yeah, he's right there. Look, he's floating right there for you. And then you just give him that. It's okay. I mean, you thought he was coming down, but, like, more often, and this applies a lot with Captain Falcon too, more often than not, if they air dodge in the air, or, like, for a Falcon recovery, don't try to get them when they drift down, because they have drift, and like the further you are away from them, the more they're going to be able to drift and mix up where they end up going. So like when you see him do up there, shit, I went back too far. There it is. You just back air it. And even if you don't get it the first time, like you can see as he comes down, like he's able to drift more. But if you were up there, you can catch him right when he does it. But what I was saying is like that's good with a Falcon recovery too. Is like if you catch it at the higher part of the arc, he can't move back and like forward and backward. He can only do like up until Falcon starts coming down. He can't drift. So you just have to like meet him up there, and you can hit the back air a lot more easily. So let me. And I do have, I think at the end, I'm just going to give the general, like, overall things to work on. In this, I'm seeing more of the specifics, but I definitely have an idea of, like, more general things that you should practice.
Yeah, because I've only been playing Melee since October.
Okay. For that short of an amount of time, you're definitely, like, doing a lot of the right stuff. Ooh, okay, yeah, that was a bad double jump. Let's see.
And I roll in.
Yeah. And I think that's a common habit, too, upon knockdown. Is like, right, you're knocked down here, and then the idea is like, oh shit, I gotta get back toward the center stage so he can't kill me, because being toward the ledge is how he's gonna kill me. But more often than not, people aren't ready for you to just either get up or like roll away. Or even just wait on the ground and wait for him to move up and then get up attack. But yeah, a lot of times they're ready for people to roll in, because that's like the most common habit. So
yeah,
just mixing it up. I'm not saying never roll in. And then there is another situation where you can just kind of go to ledge. You don't always have to double jump.
Yeah, I think my double jumping habit is like, I panic because I'm in hit stun, and so I'm like just spamming buttons to get out of hit stun.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's the one that
trying to get a dare there. I'm not sure.
Okay, and that's the one that people do panic and press, right? Like a lot of people are going to end up trying to spam jump, but you could do a lot of other things. You could just wiggle out. Here, though, you didn't have to do anything. He hit you, and if you had just like let Doc fall, he would have grabbed the ledge. Okay, but yeah, he gets Lucky Tipper. Okay. Let's see. So something you can do, I've noticed that most of your pills are like full hop pills, and there were a couple short hop pills, but Marth particularly, I mean, it's good in a lot of situations, but Marth particularly struggles with standing pill. So especially, especially if you're on like opposite side of the stage from him, if you come down and you just, okay, so here, right here, right? If you were to throw standing pills, he doesn't really have a good way to get around it. The full hop is a little bit more committal, because now you could see like the bounce height is going to go back up to where it came from. So like that's going to go up higher than the platform. Whereas when you stand, the highest point would still hit Marth. You get what I'm saying? So like if you're standing, it's only going to go like this. Okay. Whereas if you're up here, it's going to go down and then back up to there. So he can just dash under it and hit you. So definitely mess around with that. I'm going to put that in your notes too.
Okay.
Standing pill. Okay. I don't hate the down smash, you just were not spaced right. There you go. See, he can't really do anything. Like, he just has to either hit him or, like, he can move toward you, but he has to hit them.
And I guess the pill create a decent amount of threat when I can probably move in while he's trying to dodge them or swat them away.
Exactly. Most of the time, what good Marths will do is just hit the pills, but even then, it still makes them commit to putting out a move and hitting the pill. And, like, Doc isn't the fastest character, but he's not slow. And you have good wave dash distance. So, like, if he commits to aerialing a pill and he does a forward air, there's a good gap there before he could do another forward air, or until he can jump and do another forward air. So you have time then to come in and do something. And a lot of times also, especially like lower level Marths, when you throw this pill, instead of hitting it, they're going to shield. Like when they see it coming, they're going to shield, and you can literally just run toward them and grab them. Ooh. Okay.
I think that might be it. No?
Nice.
Close to being it.
Yeah, no, that was good. Came back. That was a good recovery. You should definitely learn ledge dashing.
You know, I do know how to do it. It's just like I panic a lot because I get in my head of like, oh my god, I'm gonna mess it up and lose my
Yeah.
stock.
No, I get
So I just
that.
need to like work on tightening it so I feel
Yeah.
confident, and there it is.
Yeah. I think that just like going for it, the more you do that, and that's another thing that when you're doing your 10 minutes of warming up and playing on unranked, like just go for them.
Yeah.
Because it's really like Doc's best option to get off the ledge. I mean, he has one of the best glints in the game. And like you can get on the ledge and still be intangible and do like up tilt or down smash or whatever. And it's basically a free hit if they don't respect you near the ledge. Okay, so I actually didn't even see, what did this person ban? They banned Fountain. Okay. I don't think Battlefield's great. It's not the worst stage in the matchup, but I think that Marth, having all these platforms, it's better for him than it is for Doc.
Okay. Should I have gone Stadium again?
Stadium and FD, I think, are the best. Some other people might not tell you they like Stadium as much. But again, generally, like, top platform never really helps Doc in most situations, whereas
I've noticed.
There's a lot of situations where it will help Marth. So Stadium's good because there's no top plat, and the ceiling is lower, so you can kill off the top earlier if you hit him with, like, fair. FD is good because there's no plats, and if you utilize standing pills, you'll see what I mean by, like, they don't know what to do. They have to commit because if, like, think about on FD specifically, if you're doing a standing pill, if you do, like, 3 of them toward Marth, he can either hit the pills, he can jump over the pills, and both of those things are putting him in like a disadvantage because he has to commit to doing something. So if you can just like get him to do that and kind of condition him to do certain things and see what options he goes for to get through the pills, you can decide what like your best course of action is to get toward him. So like being able to use them as a neutral tool is good, and this stage doesn't really allow for it very well. Okay, yeah. So this is another situation where like if you had the wave dashes out of shield down, you didn't even need to wave to shield, but you did. If you could wave dash out of shield there, like that's a free down smash.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the roll kind of puts you in a bad spot. Okay. And kind of going back to what I was talking about earlier with like a lot of players will think that they just need to constantly be moving toward the opponent. Like when you have the advantage like this, I want to see what you do here. Okay. That was the right idea. No, that was really the right idea. You just got up a little late.
Yeah.
So like,
I remember thinking to myself like, "Fuck, that was it. That was
yeah, yeah.
I think that missing that ledge get up actually cost me this whole game.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm only at 20% here, and he racks up. I think he racks up just a lot after this, and I struggle to kill him.
Okay. So, like, what you can do, especially, like, you should always be trying to track if they have their jump or not, right? Like, because then you'll know when they have to commit to doing the up B and that timing, like I was talking about before. But, okay, so that's good. Let's see. So he doesn't use his jump, so you know that he has it down here. What you want to do in that situation, then, is you can refresh on ledge. Like, just drop down and jump back up and grab it. Because then you also have the intangibility of like, you know, re-grabbing the ledge. So you're not so focused on the only intangibility being from getting up off the ledge.
Yeah.
But I mean, even that all being said, you were only slightly off on that timing. Like you were just a little bit early.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but
Yeah, so down throw. Down throw's good. And when you see him go there, you can fair it, turn around fair it, or even just go for a nair to like keep him in disadvantage.
True.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so you don't want to go out there. That was what I was talking about before. Like, just grab the ledge here. Or, like, jump up and back air him from the stage. Okay. But, like, committing to going out there and using your double jump is usually going to put you in a bad situation, because then you have to up B. And if he were to react fast enough, he could just, like, punish you for doing that.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Also, right there, like, I really should have just shield dropped and bared. I don't know why I run off. Again, it's another thing of like I need shield drop more.
Yeah. Like I don't know if you've practiced shield dropping a lot. It is a tech. Like it's not like people act like it's free, but it's not. So
Yeah.
If you can get used to doing the shield drop bear, that's another thing that like if you just practice on your own, you'll be able to implement in games better, and then you'll start to see the situations. Like the fact that you know right there you should shield drop bear is good. Run off bear has its uses in other situations, but like running off, he's not near where you run off to. And if you shield drop bear, he's at 114. Like he's going to be far enough away that it sets up for an edge guard. Okay.
He doesn't rack up as much percent as I thought he did, but
yeah,
to be fair, he did just misinput it there and die. He probably gets it right here. Yep.
Oof. Yeah, that was an unfortunate tipper. So this is another, well, okay, this brings up a different point of like when they come back and they're on Angel Plat, right? He still was invincible when he got that first hit on you. You can do a few things. You can go to ledge. A lot of people, the new wave thing is they go to a platform and they light shield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like to just kind of like move around, right? Like if you're just dashing left and right and wave dashing away from him, like he's gonna be tripped up, and invincibility doesn't last that long. But you ended up getting killed just because he like came down and got a free invincible hit on you. So just make it more difficult for them.
Something I've been trying to do is this is like a really stupid strategy, but when they're coming down from the Angel platform and trying to get me with a hit, I just run straight through them. And it tends to work stupidly well.
No, like you're saying that, but like even me, like I'll do this against other Grandmaster players, and like the same, it works. Like if a Sheik is coming down from Angel Plat or a Marth, and I'm just right. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be like right here, and I'll just kind of like dash dance, wave dash through them, dash dance, wave dash through them. They'll just like grab in place 3 times, and they don't know what to do. So it works surprisingly well because they're like, if you think about it from their mindset, they're like, okay, I'm only invincible for 2 seconds. I got to get a good hit in. I don't want to hit the wrong spot. So if you're just moving around like a maniac, they're like, they don't know what to do. So I like that. I like the run through or just like the chaotic movement so they don't really know what to do. That was actually a good pill, but just a little bit too far forward because you would have been able to follow up with another down smash because he teched in place. So if you didn't full drift forward with it and it didn't land on the platform, you'd get another hit.
I think based on my movement, I might have just fucked up my short hop.
Okay. Nice.
And then I flubbed.
Yeah, no. That wasn't a bad attempt. Just try to be wary of like when he's in hit stun still though. Because like he probably could have fared out of that. I think up air would probably be a better bet to just get there sooner. But I mean, I don't hate the fair attempt. Yeah, see, that's another one where like you kind of panicked and came in instead of just going back to the ledge. Okay, and that's just Battlefield. That's part of the reason I don't like Battlefield, because you don't get the magnet hands there.
I remember I like looked away for a second because I knew I had like a quarter second of legend tangibility. I just wanted to like look at the time. And like while I was looking away, I heard Doc die, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
Forward tilted.
Could have. The cape's not even a bad move there, because even if he ends up landing drifting to stage, you can get a free down smash. You just gotta, like, when you see him do that, dash forward and cape, because you gotta remember, like, when he air dodges, he can't do anything else. Okay. And I know, like you said, you came from Ultimate, so like that obviously is. Oh, Smash 4. Yeah. So Smash 4, I forget, you couldn't move after air dodging, right? Or you could.
I don't remember. I haven't played it since I was like 12 or 13. It was the one that I got like the most into when I was a kid.
Okay.
And then I kind of just spent the next 10 years like just watching Melee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of how a lot of us got into it, like from another Smash game. But yeah, like you can literally just, like once he commits that air dodge, he can't do anything else. So if you just dash forward and cape him, worst thing that happens is it sends him back a little bit and onto stage, but then you just get a down smash.
Okay.
Okay, good F throw. Nice. Yeah, see how you refreshed there? And you ended up, the timing was a little bit easier because you refreshed? Yeah, you want to do that. Yeah. Nice grab. Okay, I don't hate the combo attempt. I like doing at 0% or low percent for Marth down throw up smash. It does more damage, and you could usually still follow up.
But you know, if they DI away, could you wave dash and up smash if they?
No, you could still just up smash him. He's not going to be able to. Well, let me see it again. Hold on. I gotta remember what I'm saying.
Or the spacing might have been off.
Oh, you might have to dash and up smash. But either way,
Yeah.
you could still do it. Yeah, that's a dash up smash, but it's still...
Yeah, I gotta get better at jump cancel up smashing a lot.
I don't think Doc needs to jump cancel it too often unless he's in shield. That's the only time I can really think of like needing to do up smash jump canceled. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're gonna dash forward and up smash, it's got to be jump canceled. But
yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, that was just unfortunate. Down smash, good. Yeah, and that's another bear. So like you get him off, do the pill. He uses his double jump, and so then all he really can do is side B or air dodge. So like, and again, you just want to bear him. But the dash dance isn't a bad idea because you're still kind of threatening that space.
And I leave for some reason.
See, you got him with the pill. That pill setup, I like using that a lot, where you kind of clip their jump with it. Yeah, see, he double jumped right into that. So that's perfect. You just need to like recognize when it happens and then like cape him. Yeah, and again, drifting in when you could just kind of go to the ledge. I think that's like one of your biggest things that if you just were to fix, it would make a big difference, is that you kind of panic and feel like you have to go to center, whether that be from rolling or like when you're recovering and feeling like you need to always drift in with it. But like, especially against Marth, that can get you in a lot of trouble because you're just kind of putting him in a position to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
And I recognize it's 3:33. We'll finish this game though.
Okay.
And then I want to give you the other like main notes that I have.
Okay.
All right, I'm so glad that you didn't give him the satisfaction of him just standing there and doing that. Okay. That was a great crouch cancel. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but like Marth's moves are very crouch cancelable. So like right there, what happens is you crouch cancel his nair and then you don't put anything out, so he dashes in and gets a grab.
Totally unintentional.
Okay, but you see, like he hit you and you're still just right there. If you down smash, he's dead.
I think I wanted to go for like I wanted to get the grab and probably back throw.
Yeah. Understandable. This is one of the matchups though where like I think in a lot of matchups Doc is a grappler. Like against Spaceys, you pretty much always want to be going for grab. This is one of the ones where like down smash is probably better. Just because like you're gonna end up hitting Marth with a lot more down smashes than grabs.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Just a little bit missed space there. Yeah, gotta L cancel that, but that's okay. Yeah, and you did the immediate roll in again. You didn't get punished for it that time, but... Okay, nice. Yeah, that's another few wave dash out, down smash. So definitely being able to wave dash out of your shield is going to help you a lot.
Okay.
And like in doing that, you'll also be like rolling a lot less. That was a great coverage of his up B.
Not that.
Okay, yeah. And see, like, cape is good, and it's like good you used all your resources here, but especially when he didn't, like, as soon as you see you're in distance that you can up B, and this is just like a general thing too, if you see that you're in the distance where up B is going to reach and he's not on the ledge yet, like, right...
I think I just didn't think it would reach.
Yeah, like, I think even here where you did the cape, like, if you had just gone for up B first, you're gonna clip him with it, and he's gonna get hit back.
Because I always forget about, like, Doc's Magnet hand. Like,
like,
you would think you wouldn't make it, but then, like, oh, you did.
Yeah, and I think, like, in general, too, like, people think that it doesn't go as far as it does, but, like, even without you angling it horizontally, Doc's up B is, like, yeah, like, don't forget you can go high, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, you don't always need to try to go low and grab the ledge from below. You can kind of, like, do your up B a little earlier and, like, catch them not at the ledge yet, and then just land either on stage or, what's it called? Or just, like, grab ledge late. But yeah, you didn't need to do that cape.
And like I said, that first, like, fucked up edge guard at the very start of the game I think that genuinely lost me this whole game.
It definitely makes a difference, but I think if you tighten up some other stuff, you definitely like would have beaten this guy pretty easily. Because I think that
Yeah.
your neutral is a lot better than his. You have it looks like you have a lot of ideas going at once, and like you can't really decide which things you want to commit to.
Yeah.
Um, so I think just like tightening up your game plan. So let me put general ideas, and then I think tightening up like your practice. So first of all is practice common movement for like 10 minutes before playing. Okay. And then I think if you were to do that, you would also be able to work on your punish game that way. Right? Like even if your 10 minutes is just like hit Marth around, you'll start to get a better feel for like, okay, down smash, and then it's going to send him to here, and then I can follow up with this, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Less rolling. And I think in tandem with that would be don't always go to center on, I don't want to say on recovery, because it's on recovery like from off stage, but it's also meaning like on knockdown. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say after being hit away. I think that's gonna help you a lot. Just being able to like recognize that like he just wants you to come to like this side of the platform, and if he's giving you the whole ledge and all that space, you can just go there for free. And I think something that would help you with that would be being more comfortable on ledge and getting off ledge. So practicing ledge dashes too.
Mm-hmm.
Did I put standing pill? I did put standing pill. And then I think the last main thing would just be like, or two more things. So one would be practice movement. So like in part of your practice routine, like try to just practice like wave landing on platforms, wave dash out of shield, wave lands, wave it out of shield. What else? I guess shield drops would count as part of that too. Because I can tell you have like the right idea of when to use shield drops too. It's just a matter of like practicing them so you're comfortable enough using them in the right situation. And that's the same thing with the ledge dashes. I think that's good. I don't want to give you like so much that like you can't focus on anything, but I
Yeah,
would
no,
say
this was
just
like the perfect amount of stuff.
yeah, just pick a few things at a time. Like pick one or two things and like just try to work on those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I really think like you have a good general game plan, but if you were to build up your punish game and get more comfortable with like common movement and like moving a little quicker as a result of getting more comfortable with your movement, you'd be like instantly a lot better.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I have this recorded. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, but I'll also send you these notes that I took, and we'll be in touch.
Gotcha. Awesome. All right. Let's hope I don't get O2'd at my local
Yeah,
and
no, good luck. If you get any stream sets or anything like that, definitely like make a note of them so we could watch them.
I probably won't be on the stream setup. We do have one, but we usually reserve it for like our higher tier players like Komodo.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe you'll end up playing one of them.
True. All right. I'll
All
be in
right.
touch.
Peace out. Good luck at your local.